Hi everyone, this is Emma from Change at Play, and welcome to our fourth episode of the Enneagram with Emma. This is a video series where I'm sharing insights and reflections on the Enneagram. So, the Enneagram is a powerful tool and a map of awareness that can help us to deepen our self awareness. It can help us improve relationships and communication. And it can also help us to level up our leadership effectiveness. And one of the gifts of the Enneagram is enabling us to see when we're in reactive patterns and helping us to move from reactive fear-based leadership to more intentional and conscious leadership. So today we're diving into the Enneagram Type 3. So the threes are often called the competitive achiever or the performer, and they're motivated by success, achievement, and avoiding failure. They can be ambitious, charismatic, competitive, inspiring. They can also be image conscious, impatient, and overextended. So, in this episode, I'm going to share 4 signature themes that we would typically see in Type 3 leaders, and I'll share the strengths and the potential watchouts that come with them. And before we go further, I do want to stress that these are typical traits that we might see. If you lead from Type 3, there might be some of these that you strongly resonate with, and there might be some that you don't resonate with, and that's okay. The gift of the Enneagram is really about being able to discern what's true for you and how the core traits of your type are either helping your leadership or limiting it in some way. So, to get started, I think the first defining theme that we often see in threes really relates to performance and drive. So, threes are highly goal oriented, they're laser focused on results, and they bring extraordinary energy, discipline, and determination to everything they do, often personally and professionally. Their drive to succeed fuels this powerful bias for action, and they tend to be incredibly hardworking and they move fast. So their relentless pursuit of achievement and achieving goals makes them exceptionally effective at getting things done and delivering measurable outcomes. The watch out here for performance and drive is that this drive for success can lead them to prioritize goals over well-being and relationships, and this can lead to burnout or disconnection from themselves and others. Three's identity can often become tied to achievement, and that can leave them to question their worth when they're not performing or succeeding. They can struggle to slow down, celebrate wins, or reflect on deeper motivations. And failure is typically avoided at most costs, and emotions can be sidelined with I'll deal with them later. I don't have time to deal with them right now. I've got too much to do on my to-do list. So it can be helpful for threes to intentionally slow down, to celebrate successes before moving on to the next goal, and to find intentional time to ask themselves, is what I'm doing connected to what I actually want to be doing? So is it aligned with my deeper motivations and my deeper goals? The second signature trait is that of image and influence. So threes project an aura of confidence, polish, and success. They're highly skilled at being able to read the room, discerning what's important, and being able to tailor their message to influence the audience. So, threes are often described as having a chameleon like quality or ability that allows them to connect across diverse audiences and strategically position themselves and their ideas for maximum impact. The watch out here is that their focus on perception and reading the audience can sometimes lead to shape shifting and saying or doing what they think others want rather than showing their authentic thoughts or emotions. And this can create a sense of inauthenticity. And over time, this disconnect between how they appear and how they feel can create internal tension and can hinder genuine connection and trust. The third signature theme is inspiring results. Threes bring energy, as I've said before, focus, motivation that can really inspire and mobilize others. So their contagious drive to achieve can naturally push others towards stretch goals and inspire them to reach higher. They tend to be inherently competitive, but often directed at outdoing themselves. And they naturally inspire momentum and help others really rise to their potential. The watch out here is in their relentless drive to achieve. Threes can move too quickly and or expect others to match their pace, which can potentially overwhelm teammates who require more time or support to get on board, for example. They can become impatient or dismissive of emotional or relational needs if they see them as barriers to progress. So, without balance, this intensity can create pressure, it can create fatigue or disconnection within the team. The last signature theme I'd like to mention for the threes is efficiency and execution. Threes have a sharp eye for efficiency. They quickly identify ways to streamline processes, to remove obstacles, and accelerate progress, right? They're really focusing on achievement and getting stuff done. So they can instinctively focus on the result that they want to achieve, identifying the shortest path to the goal and adapting as needed to achieve results. So they're really highly effective in fast-paced, results-driven environments. The watch out here is in their urgency to move forward. They may unintentionally overlook important details, alternative perspectives, and or consider the longer term implications. And this rapid pace can also lead them to miss opportunities for deeper reflection or more sustainable solutions. So that's a high level overview of some of the signature themes for the Type 3 leader and the strengths and the potential watchouts associated. In our next episode, we'll dive into the Type 4 leader, and in later sessions, I'll share specific growth strategies for each of the types. If you'd like to learn more about the Enneagram, if you're curious about exploring your type, or if you're interested in bringing this work to your team, you can find out more information on my website at changeatplay.com. If you have questions or suggestions for topics, you can also email me directly at emma@changeatplay.com. Okay, so that's a wrap for today's short episode, and I will see you next time. Thank you.